give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me more than I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're off from Baltimore. This taken from the 12. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Throwing again is Lamar. Complete, Derrick Henry. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be 3rd down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Lamar throwing again. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Penix to the air to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. The Ravens pick it up. And they can't cover a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
First down throw for Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Lamar now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Jalen Walker. And he's out the clear. At the 20. And the Falcons will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's for John Robinson. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Staying with Robinson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
2nd down, Jackson to pass. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Now it's Lamar. He'll set up the screen from Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, Jackson. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. This one is also going to be incomplete. Knocked away again, and they're left looking at 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So the choice is made. No 53-yard field goal try. They are going for this first down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another carry for Robinson. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from the 43. Again, left side. Here's Robinson. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the shotgun, Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Throwing, Penix. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the lines.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Penix is going to throw again. Gets this one to London. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Penix working from the gun. Finds London on the slant. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown.